before we start, I have one of my students that I would like her to say something about her experiences so far at Wavecrest College. I don't know if she's online, but she's having a class presently, a practical class. So I'm hoping that she's going to join us from where she is, from the kitchen, where she's having, oh, here she is, where she's having her class. So this is Habibat, a year one student. She's in the kitchen presently. So I want her to say something about her experiences here at Wavecrest College before we start. Habibat, you're welcome. Over to you. Sorry, let me unmute. Let me ask her to unmute herself. Habibat.
Ma.
Okay.
Morning, ma.
Good
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Habibat Quadri. Welcome to Wavecrest College of Hospitality. I'm a 100 level student in National Diploma in Wavecrest. I'm so sorry that you see me in my chef uniform, but we are having a class right now. We're almost done with our class. So if you can see, we are having a class at the moment. That's why we are all in white. So I would like to tell you a little bit about my experience in Wavecrest. And I would like to start by telling you that in Wavecrest, it's something that is when you get to Wavecrest, you'll be so amazed about what you see, new things you find about Wavecrest. Wavecrest is not only about cooking, it has lots of important things to it too. It's not just about food, because I know some parents and some girls at home be thinking that Wavecrest is all about food. No, it's not just all about food. We have other things we talk about. And in the process of that, I would like to show you my class, my HND2 student people are about to. This is the HND2 class, if you can see. Hi. Good morning. They are saying hi and good morning.
Hello.
Thank you.
I can't see the class. Hello,
You can't see. Oh,
class.
so sorry, sir. Can you see now?
No, it is still black.
Can you see? It's still dull.
So sorry,
What
probably
about now?
it's from your
Yeah.
end.
No, maybe it's from your end because we can
From
see.
Yes.
Oh, so sorry. This is my beautiful lecturer. You can see her. Can you see her?
I can't see nobody.
Yes.
I'm seeing no one.
I think some few persons can see.
Okay, so I would like to talk about my experience in Wavecrest. First of all, when I heard of Wavecrest, wow, I was so amazed about what we heard of on the internet and everything. But what I was scared about first was that I saw the school fees and I was like, wow, 400 and something thousand. I was so scared. And I was not the only one coming to Wavecrest. Me and my junior sister, we both wanted to attend Wavecrest, wanted to do hospitality because it runs in the family, let me say that. We have mom and dad who does a lot of pastry, a lot of cooking and other things. So they were like, wow, they know we also have passion for it. So they wanted us to join too. So we looked online for schools and we found out that Wavecrest was top. And when our neighbor came to the house a day and saw us preparing, doing something nice, she was like, wow, you need to go to Wavecrest. And I was like, Wavecrest, where is that? She was like, it's in Surulere, it's not that far. You could just get there when you get a Uber and to take you there. And I was like, okay. When we came, the welcome was very well. The hospitality was beautiful. I won't lie to you. The hospitality was nice. When we came for our exam 2, the hospitality 2 was really nice. They attended to us very well. And we were like, wow, this school is nice. So my sister was like, this school is really nice. So when we saw the school fees and everything, we were scared at first. So when we told our mom was like, we should call and ask them really what's all about the 400 and something thousand. And we called, they got us the information that it's not 100 and 400 and something thousand. The actual school fees is 172,000. And we were like, wow, it was a really. But they also advised us that we could take a loan. We would like pay instrumentally and ask for a loan in the school. And we're like, oh, there was no need for that. Since there was instrumental payment, it was best. When we got into the school, we met lovely friends, met lovely lecturers. We have freedom of speech. You have freedom of walking around. You could meet lovely lecturers, meet lovely friends. You could relate with the HND1, the senior classes, the HND2. You can relate to the ND students. And currently now, I'm going for my CWES, which is very soon, August, which is a 4-month program. And we are going to have lots of fun because they're going to post us to different hotels. I don't have to look for hotels to work in. That's the sweet part of it. I have to start searching for schools to work in, hotel to work in. I don't have to look for anywhere. I just have to get my CV to the school. They take me and put my name on the board and tell me I'm going to so place for interview, and that's just so easy. I don't have to stress myself, sweat all around looking for places to take me for ITs, beg people. There's a time when you start begging people, please, I need an IT placement. This doesn't happen in Wave Press. You get lots of things. And about the cooking part of it, wow, you should see what we make. It's so good and beautiful. Talking about presentation, oh God, you should see it. It's something that when you get home, you'll be excited. You'll be like, Mommy, Daddy, let me show you what I can do. There's some kind of things you just said, Mommy, I can do fruit tart. And you'll be like, really? But you do it for me. When I told my mom, and my sister is not big as I am. So when you see her, you think she can do a lot of things. So when you see her, you be like, when she told my mom that, Mom, I can bake bread, very lovely bread. Mom was like, you. And she was telling mommy how to bake bread. Mommy was so surprised and proud of her. That kind of a thing. My dad. So I would like to show it to my sister. This is her. You can see we didn't look alike at all. So we both are in Wave Press together and we enjoy ourselves as a speaking. And we have lovely friends. We have beautiful friends. Like we up each other. The thing about Wave Press, they teach you teamwork. They teach you love. They teach you how to be decent. Decent, that's the key word, decency. In Wave Press, you don't just dress anyhow. You dress corporate, and your corporate has to be, on point. You just don't dress shabbily and come to school and dress shabbily in Wave Press, no. You dress beautifully. And you do it in a very classy way that when you go out, people will be like, where are you from? That's the point. Where are you from? Which school did you attend? And you tell them, oh, excuse me, I attended Wave Press College of Hospitality. And they're like, really? Where's the school? People are surprised about the school. It's not other normal school you hear every time. And it's all just women. They're like, how are you coping? How are you coping? So now we do this scholarship. We do scholarship every year. Scholarship we do every year. Like for Kenya, we do every year. Like it's from here to Kenya. Like people from our schools are given opportunity to travel to Kenya for 6 months for a program. It's done. They go there and become wonderful people. They cook beautifully. Like it's very nice. Like there's a excitement of my senior colleagues of my senior colleagues going for this program is like an excitement to me because I know some of them going for it. So it's really exciting. Meaning that some beautiful ladies, talented, beautiful, creative ladies are going for such a thing. So my experience are going for such a thing.
Uche,
So
I'm so sorry.
Uche,
I'm so sorry.
So beautiful. Can you hear me, Ma? Hello?
I can hear you.
So that's just it. My experience has been lovely, and I can't wait to go for my internship and still come back for my ND2, my 200, which is the 200 level, and give them some lovely experience I'll be having in the hotel when I go for my IT. So it's nice speaking to everyone and telling them about my lovely experience, which I'm still going to be coming back for my ND, and I would love to see you too. I would like to see your children. I would like to see you yourself. I would like to know you personally. I would like to see you, new faces, seeing junior colleagues. Not as if possible, I'm a senior colleague does not mean that I have to bully anybody, but seeing new faces, seeing people you can give your experience to, your research abilities, different things too, and they'll be like, it's so easy. So this is my lovely friend again.
Hello,
Jennifer. So, and my sister. We are still having practical class, so I'm really sorry that I have to go. So I'm running out for classes now. We are done. We are not done with our food. We are want to go and clear up and see what the food is, how it's getting ready. So nice talking to everyone.
What
Thank you
did you
so
make
much.
today?
Oh, we made dirty rice and honey wings chicken. We made fruit tarts. We made pizza. So the pizza is still in the oven. The dirty rice and chicken wings is out. Let me try to show you. So where's the dirty chicken? Can I see your onions? Let's see your onions. So this is it. So this is it. Can you see how beautiful and
Wow.
lovely?
Habibat, I will care for a plate after this session, okay?
No problem, ma. No problem, ma.
Did you say dirty rice?
Yes, ma.
Did you say
Dirty rice. The name. Yes, ma. Dirty rice. The name. His name, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Let me show you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Rice. Let me show you the dirty rice. Dirty rice. The dirty rice. The dirty rice. The dirty rice. See, ma.
Wow.
How dirty. That's what it's called, dirty rice. And our fruit tart is okay. I want to tell you what makes it called dirty rice. The name is quite amazing when you hear dirty rice. So now what is inside minced meat, onions, spring onions, scotch pepper. We have soy sauce. We have seasoning cube. We have for the chicken we have honey for the chicken. That's seasoning cube. That's really good. Really, the way you will so amazed. It's rich too. You'll be so amazed of it to look.
Okay. I think Habibat is experiencing network issues. Thank you so much, Habibat.
Oh, no
your
problem.
Contribution has really been immense. Should we say thank you for coming and just end the whole session? I think Habibat has given us a whole lot of ideas of what it means to be at Wavecrest College of Hospitality. So we think this introduction will go a long way in making us feel relaxed and open our mind to understanding what we are about today. So thank you once again, Habibat. Please go back to your class. Like I said, I think
Ma, is there any question? Would they like to ask any question or?
Okay. I think the questions could come up at the end of the session.
Okay, ma.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much again.
Okay, ma. No problem, ma. Thank you, ma.
Yes. Please, for the progress of this session, I would like us to mute ourselves.
Okay.
Yes. So please mute so that we can hear and follow through.
That's what.
Thank you. So I'll share my screen. I have a few things to share on my screen about Wavecrest College and about the session. So presently we are in the second semester of the 2020-2021 session. Can you see my screen? I think it's still coming up.
Yes, you can see your screen now.
Okay, thank you. So presently the college is in the second semester of the 2020-2021 academic session, and good luck to all those that are writing JAM. We wish you the best in your JAM exams, and we hope that at the end of the day we'll be seeing you here come November at Wavecrest College. So this Q&A is to help us with understanding a few things about the college and what we do. our subject combinations, the requirements. Please, I would like us to mute. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I know we are having lots of challenges. Okay, so sorry about that. All right. So we are going to talk about our subject combinations. Sorry, we seem to be having some. I think it's a network problem. Yes. Funke, can you please mute your phone? Thank you. Thank you so much, Funke. I think the noise was coming from your end. Thank you so very much. So, Mr. Sode, please, will you, I would like to share my screen. Thank you.
You can go ahead.
Like I said, all right. So like I said, we will be talking about the different things, the subject combinations that enables you come into Wavecrest College, the JAM scores that are required for our National Diploma Program. But before then, I would also like to talk about Wavecrest College as an institution. As we all know, for those that don't know, this is a private monotechnic, and it's called monotechnic because we offer only one course in hospitality management. So that means not only is it a monotechnic, we are also private. We run 70% of our classes are practicals. That means it's actually very intense. Students run practicals every week. So that means when you're here in Wavecrest College, you are running the course as a professional. The college also offers education and formation in hospitality management. So Wavecrest College is actually a project of Women's Board. Now, Women's Board came up and thought of, okay, what do we do for the girl child? How do we empower her? How do we make her strong? How do we make her reliable? How do we make her a force to be reckoned with in society? How about we educate her in hospitality, making her become empowered, giving her the education she needs, and also making her an employer of labor. So they came up with Wavecrest College, a hospitality college, where young girls from the ages of 16 and above can come and study, come and learn these vocational skills. So anything called vocational, anything called a monotechnic actually offers vocational skills in a particular set of career. So for Wavecrest College is on hospitality. So you learn how to do baking, catering, front office accommodation. You even learn how to become, if you want to, a hostess. So Wavecrest College has so many career paths for you. The course itself, which is called hospitality, has so many career paths for every young girl that wants to go into hospitality. Most times our girls finish school and end up running their own businesses, opening their own companies, doing their own things privately on their own without having to work with other persons. So this is what the college does. We empower you, we educate you, and we also make you an employer of labor. So it's a project of the Women's Board that started in 1972. So our mission is to train women to be competent professionals able to meet the challenges of the fast developing world of hospitality, and to create an awareness of the impact of hospitality service on the quality of life of the individual, the family, and ultimately on the development of the society. So this is what we do. We not just nurture girls, we also nurture them to become relevant in society, to their family, to the society they live in. So to also build strong industry and community partnership. Our vision is to promote technical competence, professionalism, and ethical integrity in the field of hospitality. So our core values: spirit, SPRIT, service, personal responsibility, integrity, respect for others, industriousness, and teamwork. So these core values of ours here at Wave Crest College, I must tell you, we hold them up in high esteem. Service is very important, personal responsibility. Each student, each lecturer, each staff has a personal responsibility towards the growth of the organization, towards becoming the best they can be. So at Wave Crest College, we have this vision, this mission, these core values that make us who we are. So you know what, if I lost you at any point, you can raise your hand. I can always go back and talk about what was lost, okay? So our profile is very, very quick and very unique. We started as a one-year program in housekeeping for girls with their first school living certificate somewhere around here, 75 Addis Ababa. In 1990, we were accorded by Lagos State Ministry of Education as a continuing education center for hotel and catering. Now, from 1991 to 2000, we were accredited by WAEC to run WAEC as part of the requirement for students to come into the school. So MBT, that's JAM, also gave us the go-ahead to run as a proper institution. So from then till now, we've been running the school as an institution where students can come for their national diploma, higher national diploma, and also go for NYSC service. And one very good thing we actually give to the students is job opportunities. We'll come back right at it when we get to the point. So these are our profile at one glance. We run these things. I mean, we've had a history. We start at a point where students can just come in to run quick course and go home. Then now we are here where students can run 4 or 5 years program and go home and make the best out of their lives. Also, our qualification overview, just like I said also, we run programs fully focused on what the trends are right now in the industry. We run practical, we run theory. We also integrate these courses with occasional visits to hotel industries, excursions, career development, extracurricular activities, where the students learn not just within the 4 walls of the classroom, but also outside the 4 walls of the classroom. So we teach them the things they need to understand, the things they need to equip them to be a force to be reckoned with. I have to keep using that word, force to be reckoned with. So our programs for the first year students, they go for the CWES program, which runs for 4 months. Then the 1-year program after the 2nd year, then they come back for the HND program. We also run a gap year program. That's 1 year. The gap year program is actually the bridge between when a young girl is done with school and when she's still thinking of what she can possibly study in school. So the gap year program is a bridge that helps this young girl make a decision as to whether or not she wants to continue in the field of hospitality. And just in case she doesn't continue, the gap year program affords her the skills she needs to empower herself to produce things that she can sell on a norm. Right now, everybody's all about what can you do? People run their businesses right from their very homes. So what can you do? What can you sell? You go online, Instagram, Facebook, people's status. You see, I sell chin-chin, patronize me, tag someone that can tag somebody. My customer can be in your DM, can be in your timeline. No, you hear all these phrases. People run food businesses, they sell and they supply, they do soup. I make soup, I make stew. So you see all these things, they're all part of the things that this industry affords you with. But now you learn it as a professional, you learn it with deliberate intentions to become somebody who is to be reckoned with in the industry. So these are the skills you get equipped with when you run courses in hospitality management. So the training system is enhanced by strong collaboration with partners in the industry, where students are guaranteed to receive quality training and opportunities for gainful employment. So this CWES training that they go for, the 1-year internship, is for the student to learn out of classroom what can be done if they decide to leave the 4 walls of the school eventually, what they need to know when it comes to working outside the school space. So we instill our core values, and we also deliver 3 E's. We call it the 3 E's, the powerful E's: education, employment opportunity, and economic empowerment. So we call them the 3 powerful E's here at Wave Crest College. So that's the overview of the school, and also our full-time program. Like I said, we run the national diploma, we run the the higher national diploma, and we run the gap year program. Now, for the HND program, students that run the national diploma program, even though you don't run it here in the school, but outside Wavecrest College, and you run hospitality management, you can come to Wavecrest College so long as you have satisfied the 1 year compulsory IT. Now, for some schools that the students get a pass, you have to satisfy 2-year compulsory IT. So the national diploma, you have to come in through JAM, where you write JAM, you write the JAM, you score 150 and above, then you have to satisfy 5 months, 5 credit passes. Then you have to write the screening exercise. We offered admissions, you start the classes proper. The higher national diploma, you have to satisfy 1 year or 2-year IT, have a JAM letter from JAM, have 5 credit passes, and also other little requirements like you have to be medically fit to run the program, which is very important. Most times when people come to the school, we need to be sure that they are medically fit to run the program, because you have to interface with students in the kitchen during practicals. So we want to be sure that you're not allergic to anything, you're not fighting an ailment that could hinder you. For some young girls, some people have when they come to a smoky area, they are allergic to it. So we need to be sure that they are able and capable medically to run these programs. So we'll talk about our subject combination. I would like to say that recently we're able to upgrade most of our combinations. In the past, we used to have some combinations that we felt hinder some students from coming to the college. So right now we've done an upgrade on the combinations. So for the students coming in for the National Diploma Program, when you're writing JAM, because JAM is very, very compulsory, our cutoff mark is 150 and above. I'll say 140 and above since I'm admission. So Mrs. Sode, please permit me to say 140 and above. The only compulsory subject you need to write in JAM is English language, and any other of the 3 that you can see from your screen: biology, chemistry, physics, geography, mathematics, principles of accounts, economics, agricultural science, commerce, home economics, French, literature, government, history. So these subjects are what you need to combine with the compulsory subject of English language to be able to get a hearing here at Wavecrest College. That is for those coming for the national diploma. Then the WAEC subject combinations, the compulsory subjects you need to satisfy, because 5 credit pass must be satisfied before you can come for national diploma. So if you're going to get 5 credit pass in no more than 1 sitting, either in WAEC, NECO, or GCE, you must have biology or agricultural science or health science, food and nutrition, catering, craft, practice. So you must have either of those subjects, 1 credit pass from them, then any other 4 of the following: physics, chemistry, mathematics, geography, food and nutrition, economics, technical drawing, and the list goes on: home management, English language, literature in English, catering, craft, home economics, computer studies, information technology, food and nutrition again, marketing, financial accounting, government, history, civic education. So we have made the subject combinations, the subject requirements for our national diploma very easy. So if you're coming to the school and you know you have biology or agricultural science or food and nutrition or catering crafts as a credit pass with other of the following subjects, yes, you're a qualified student to come to Wavecrest College. And for our certificate program also, you must have at least 4 credit pass in no more than 2 sitting in your WAEC, your NECO, your GCE. So if you have Yoruba C, music C, that's for those that write this subject in WAEC or NECO or GCE. If you have accounting C, a biology C, even though you don't have mathematics a C or English a C, you can still come for the gap year program. That's what this means in summary. So if you have 4 credit passes in no more than 1 sitting, no more than 2 sitting, you can actually come and run the gap year program for 1 year here at Wavecrest College. So the age requirement for this program is from 16 to 28. Recently, we realized that young girls also who are done with school and still feel the need to pursue a course in hospitality management request to run this program. So it is no longer, it is somehow in quotes, no longer for only for those that just finished secondary school. It is also for those that are still thinking of what they want to study in school, but are yet to decide what they want to do. So most time they come run the program and they realize close the tail end of the program that this is what they really want to do. So they write JAM and come back to the college. Now this is based on if they want to come back to the school. I know most of you could ask to yourself, does this program enable you get a direct entry into the college? The answer is no, for now. We are working on it, but if you run the gap year program, it doesn't give you a direct entry into the college for the national diploma. You still have to write JAM, and you still have to make sure that you have your 5 credit pass. So this program, the gap year program, the certificate program, does not give you a direct entry into the school, but we are actually working on it. It's in the pipeline. So we are hoping that that we get to the point where if you run this local program here at the college, it enables you get a direct entry into the national diploma. Okay, so then we have the national diploma, then we have the higher national diploma. So like I said before, for the national diploma, you have to write JAM. JAM is very compulsory and you have to satisfy 5 credit pass. This cannot be overemphasized because this is very, very important. It's a very important requirement here at Wavecrest College. I mean, if you don't have it, then there is no way we can offer you admissions, because the admission the college offers you is provisional, meaning that you must satisfy this before we allow you attend classes, before we offer you admissions. Then the one JAM offers you is a proper one. So imagine you not having any of those requirements and we admit you, and when JAM goes through your qualifications and they realize that you have a subject that has not been satisfied, they will not offer you admissions. And to be sincere with you, Wavecrest has a calendar that we hardly move away from. So if we say lectures are from, classes starts in November, classes will start in November. Yes, that is how structured our programs are. You can imagine that right now, while other schools are still grappling with admissions and all of that, we're in our 2nd semester and the students are almost about to write their exams. So when we say exam starts or classes for the new session starts in November and ends in July, that is the way it's going to be. During the COVID, we're able to create a hybrid system, a system whereby students were also learning virtually and even wrote their exams online. So this is how structured the programs here at Wavecrest is. If 4 years, if you're to spend 4 years in the college, you actually spend 4 years in the college. So our programs are very structured. I won't say rigid, but they're actually very structured, and we try to follow it as neatly, as precisely as possible. So these are the requirements. So let me talk about the scholarship. Now, coming to Wavecrest College, every student at the college is already on scholarship. Now, I know you're going to ask why. For example, our full-time program, let me say, for example, the certificate program has a fee. We have the actual fee and we have the subsidized fee. So because it's an NGO for the girl child and it supports higher education, and most times when we realize that people want to come to school, there's always the constraint of finances, there's always the constraint of time, but especially finances, because money has always been a problem. Parents will agree with me. Even when I was in school, I had issues with paying my school fees on time because money is always a constraint. So Women's Board thought in her wisdom, if we are going to actually enable this school to run properly, we need to be able to afford students a grant, scholarship opportunity to make them able to come to the school. So now for the gap year program, you can see from my screen, the actual fee, this is also subject to change. The actual fee is 267,000. 267,000. This is because classes run professionally. We run practicals and everything the student needs for practicals is provided for by the school. But then the subsidized fee, there's a fee that has been subsidized by the college. Each of this actual fee has the other column that has subsidized fee. So if you're actually supposed to pay 267,000, because you're coming to Wavecrest College, it becomes 148 for the gap year program. So each fee for the programs of certificate, national diploma, higher national diploma has been subsidized. So you can see the actual fee amount and the subsidized fee. So upon coming to the college, you're already on scholarship. But then again, this amount can be too much for some parents, for some guardians. The school offers you the opportunity to pay in installments. So if you have your payment plan that can be stretched, if I would say as long as 3 times, you can pay this money in bits. The school enables you pay, let me say for example, you're coming for the ND program, Ngozi is coming for the ND program, and Ngozi has to pay 172,000, but Ngozi doesn't have the whole of the amount to pay. She can be advised to pay this money in bits, in installments. So this installment can be stretched to enable her attend classes while she seeks for the money to pay her fees. Not only that, the college also runs an internal scholarship scheme. So if you come to the school and you don't have money and you don't have so much, and each student's case is very peculiar and is very, very special. Each student's case is very special. The school also offers a little scholarship fund to give you the support you need to enable you pay the rest of your school fees. So let me say, for example, you need to pay 172,000. We offer you partial scholarships to enable you do that. The school also runs loan, so you can also ask for loan. This loan, you'll be told how these loans will be paid eventually. So aside from this school scholarship that has been offered by the school, we have some organizations. Hello, who is there? Can you please mute? Thank you. We also have some organizations that have decided to invest in the college. This session, we had two organizations that invested in our students, the Ix Toleram and also the Lexon Capital. They offered our students full and partial scholarship. Full scholarship, that is 100% scholarship, where the students didn't have to pay for school fees, and partial scholarship where they had to pay 80% of their school fees, 60% of their school fees in percentages. So we also have some foundations who have young girls that they are training, and they bring them to Wavecrest College to school. So over time, we have these companies looking out for the girls here at the college. So they support the girls by offering scholarship for them, by offering grants to them, and enabling them go to school while they don't have to start thinking so much about where the monies for school fees will come from and all of that. So aside from the ones offered by these companies, the school offers an in-house scholarship where we offer students something very little to support, to support the weight of the fees, because we understand that these young girls could have a guardian training them, or a brother or a sister training them, or parents that don't have so much, but they want to give them the best. So the idea of going to school, we believe at Wavecrest College should not be hampered by the constraint of finances. One very good thing about Wavecrest College, and you'll be hearing from that very soon from one of our own who's about to be done with school, a final year student, is that the school also provides you opportunities. We have so many students right now that are working and are going to school. Yes, I'm very true. They are working and they're in school, and they're combining this in such a way that is so excellent and is so fantastic. And the school is supporting their dreams, supporting their career, supporting their path, and we're trying to make it as easy as possible for them to be able to enjoy school while they also work. If there is need, we also help you look for jobs. Yes, Wavecrest College is all about the girl child. There was a movie I was watching. If I may digress a bit, I just want to liken the Wavecrest College to what this doctor says. He says here at New Amsterdam, the doctors here are just for the patients. So I want to say the same thing. So here at Wavecrest College, we here are for the students. We not only want you to excel, we want you to excel freely. The community here at Wavecrest College is such that it's a small space of people who even know your grandfather's name. I tell you the truth. So we know everything about you. We want to support your dreams. We want to support you as an individual. So we form you. We try to make you understand that education is not about sitting in the classroom. Everything you do is education, from the way you dress, the way you talk, your comportment, the way your dreams, the way you associate with your colleagues at in the classrooms, the way you do things outside also is part of the education you learn here at Wavecrest College. And the environment is so enabling. I'm hoping I'm going to see all of you very soon here at Wavecrest College. The environment is so enabling that it's like you are in Lagos but not in Lagos. I used to think that students that are in Wavecrest College live in a bubble, because once they come in here, it's as if all their problems is solved. So here at Wavecrest College, we support your dreams and we support it why you are excelling. So we have some very interesting partners. You know, we have partnered with so many industries in the past, like the George Hotels, Pan Atlantic University, Marriott Hotels, Nigerian Breweries, the Guinness, Lagos Business School, Lagos Ikoyi Club, Lily Gates, Radisson Blue, and so many other GT banks. We have done so many partnership with them. Our students go there for internship. They request for our students for jobs. And even presently as I'm speaking, we get on a daily basis companies asking for students. And I tell you, if you don't give it to them, they get angry. There's a problem. So our students become professionals who are well sought for in the industries. So before we round up, actually, I would like to, this is the end of my session somehow. So before we move on to the question and answer session, because that is why we are here. I know you have lots of questions to ask. And with me and my colleagues in the school, Mr. Sode is here. Sorry, I did not do the introduction proper. So Mr. Sode is here, my registrar, my boss is here. And also
I
the
can't
marketing.
hear anything from you.
Oh, so sorry. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear anything from you.
Oh, so sorry.
Okay, it must be a problem with your audio. Check if you're logged in properly, because I can hear her from here. And I think anybody else having problems with hearing Miss Uchi?
Okay,
Can you hear her properly?
Okay, let's see if you're properly logged in. What's your name?
We can hear very well, but I don't know. Maybe it's our own problem.
Okay.
From her end.
There are a few people that don't have their audios connected. So please make sure your audio is connected. From the microphone button at the bottom left.
Okay.
On the button at the bottom left.
Okay. I know Galaxy A10 is not, her audio is not dialed in. So if you can dial in your audio, it will be perfect. Ogbonna, I'm so sorry. I know you can barely hear us. You are not connected either. You can barely hear us. You are not connected either. Okay, so before we go over to the question and answer path, I know we have lots of questions to ask. You can either put your questions on the chat or raise your hand. I'll call you up if when I see your hands up or I see your questions out. But before then, I would like Udo. Udo is a final year student of Wavecrest College. She has a very exciting news to share with us, but also I want her to talk about her experiences so far at Wavecrest College. She will be graduating at the end of July. Congrats to her once more. But so Udo, yes, the floor is set for you. You can put on your video, Udo, so we can see you.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm sorry, I am at work, so I have to be here so that I don't disturb people working in the office. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you, Udo. Please go right ahead.
Okay. Okay, so my name is Udo Dirim Iheme Peace. And like Ms. Uche said, I am a graduating student of Wavecrest College of Hospitality, and I am proud to be that. It has been a fantastic journey being a student of Wavecrest College of Hospitality. I mean, it's like a dream come true. Well, being a dream come true and a fantastic journey and an exciting one, I could also say that it has not been easy. So, all things being equal, it has been wonderful with the help of the Wavecrest management and everything that has to do with it. My experience so far as a student in Wayfrest College. Well, before I came to Wavecrest to study, I never knew what hospitality was about. I got to know about hospitality from my sister, who also graduated from Wavecrest, but we are not staying together at some point, so I wasn't too sure. So later I came close to, there is connections, and then I came close to Wavecrest, and then I got to know what hospitality is and what it was. But I still had a few ideas that was not too completely what hospitality was about, because most of us thought it was about cooking, about just doing like home management and all of that. But there is more when we finally came. So anyway, all of us came in with the idea of, okay, so we are coming to learn how to cook, how to take care of the house and everything. And then when we came, we found out that there is lots more to it. Wavecrest College didn't just limit you to just studying only hospitality in the aspect of cooking and then cleaning and putting things in order. They groomed you, and they groom you to become a person of substance, an independent person, a person that can graduate, and you come out and you be proud that you are a graduate, and you can defend your certificate, not just that you just go to school. So okay, when I came to Wavecrest, and then a lot of courses were introduced to us, and they said we are going to be doing accounting, we'll be doing French, we'll be doing business communication and all of that. And I was like, what is all of this one? Accounting, where is this one coming from? Cooking? I came here to learn how to cook, but at the long run, it was really, everything came so amazing, and we have to learn, adjust. It took a little bit of time, but with interest and everything, we learn. I think one of the things that has kept me quite moving while in Wavecrest is interest. First of all, you have to have interest in what you are doing. I had interest because I heard about hospitality. And when I heard about hospitality, I also knew that there are other schools in Nigeria that are offering hospitality as a course. But when I made my inquiries, I found out that hospitality is a course that required a certain level of skills and competence. So where do I get this level of competence? It's not about going to school. It's about where did you go to school, and what did the school imparted in you, and what can you give, what accounts can you give for going to that school? So comparing the situation and everything, yes, the prices, or should I say the tuition fee in other schools that I was considering then was quite competitive compared to what Wavecrest had. But then what do I want to gain? In other students and see how they do their things, I was enticed. I mean, I wanted to be like these people. I wanted to do what they are doing. But I've also seen other students from other schools that I've gone to a certain competitions, and Wavecrest students kept winning. And in fact, they don't even need to wait to the end to see that, yes, there's actually a difference. And they kept winning and winning. So I would be like, I should join a winning team. Like, I know that it's expensive, I mean, in quote, but then what? So what doing? People always say is what doing well. What doing at all is what doing well. So it's better I sacrifice whatever it takes now, go to this school, get this perfect training, and go to the industry and sell high. So not as it was, my experience, getting to Wavecrest was not now that difficult. You know why? Because Wavecrest is a school that doesn't just leave you hanging around like as if you don't have a person. I can proudly tell you that finance has never been a problem since I started schooling in Wavecrest. I had some of my friends that are in public schools. What do I call it? Federal schools. Few of them they have, what they call it? How they call that thing again? What word they use for it again? Is dropped it out? Leave school? They dropped out. Dropped out, exactly. Yes, thank you very much. So, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember the word, because in Wavecrest we don't drop out. You start and you finish. So don't blame me when I don't remember. So one of my friends dropped out from school simply because he wasn't able to pay his school fees. And I am like, how much is this your school fees? And he said 50-something thousand. I said, wow, like, wow. I am a self-sponsored student, and that is because I chose to go to school in Wavecrest. Let me tell you how I am a self-sponsored student. My parents don't know how much I pay as a school fees in Wavecrest. Number one, they don't even stay in Lagos. They stay in the East. That's where my parents are. I have only here my guardian, who is my sister, and she have her own family she's fending for. So she don't have that capacity to cater for me and for her own family. So, but because I came to Wavecrest, I chose Wavecrest. I had the opportunity to work and school. Throughout my staying in Wavecrest as a student, I have always worked from my year one, from my ND1 till now. I've always been working. So, and let me tell you how I get most of the contracts that I work. Most of the time, Wavecrest gives you a lot of opportunities. You can be called upon. Okay, someone needs this, and the person needs someone to come and do housekeeping for the person during the weekend. And are you interested? And they connect you. The only thing they need to know is that you have the interest and you are capable of doing it. And once they see that you are good to go. They've given us a lot of opportunities. Most of the jobs I have been doing, I got all those connections through Wavecrest, and till today, I've been working. Even now, where I did my 1 year IT is where I'm still working now. It is, let me sound this. I mean, it is, I can proudly say it, and I will sound it, that it is impossible for you to school in Wavecrest and you get a job and your employer will be willing to lay you off for any reason, except maybe you don't just want to. You are the one that will ask them to. I mean, you are the one that is going to leave. Nobody is going to ask you to leave. Sorry, I'm hearing some noise in the background. Do anybody want to say anything? Hello, can you hear me?
Udo, please go ahead. I think Mrs. Sule got that.
Okay. So, having been studying in Wavecrest, I've had opportunity to work in quite reputable companies, both hospitality related, and the particular place I am working now is not even hospitality. As you can see, some of the equipment you have here, which I will still show you around a bit more later. It's an interior design company, and I worked as a front desk and maintenance manager in the company. So it's been an amazing stuff doing all of this, because I never ever thought I could be the one that will come to a place and then I will be asked to do some certain things I am doing today. And even having ideas on courses that I didn't even study, like interior design. I mean, it's quite amazing, because you know why? In Wavecrest, even if you are not taught, I mean, even if you are not told exactly, there's a lot of activities, there's a lot of things that broadens your mind to dive into so many things that, I mean, when you see things, you can just relate with them without having been confused, like, I don't know about this. I have met so many people. I am not trying to be proud here or to rate my school higher because, of course, I'm their student. No. Or because my registrar and then my student affairs isn't here. No. But whatever I am telling you now, I'm being sincere. I don't think I would have gotten the quality of education I have now if I hadn't chosen Wavecrest. I am not being proud. I can proudly come out and say that I can fit in any industry whatsoever at all, as long as that industry runs a business and their aim is to make profit. Or except their aim is not to make profit, or maybe it's a non-governmental organization and we are there for charity, and then we do charity. Of course, I will still fit in. But then, if your aim is to make profit, and I'm coming from Wavecrest, I am going to fit in, because you know why? I have an entrepreneurial background, solid one at that. As of my year one, we did entrepreneurship. In year two, we did what we call small business. And we also combined it with business communication. So you know how to relate with people at work. You know how to communicate. You know how to keep client profiling. You know how to maintain, if you are the type that work with vendors like I am now, you know how to
Maintain
manage people,
relationship, yeah.
how to manage your vendors, how to manage your colleagues, how to be a team leader in anywhere you found yourself, even how to work as a personal assistant to your boss or whoever you can be called upon. Most of the time I can be on, my boss will call me, please do this, and he sends the document and I arrange it and send it back to her. Those are the things that are not like, madam, they didn't teach me this one. No, it has never happened before, or I don't know. The least that can happen is that I prepare that document as much as my ability, and then I forward to her. She do some necessary corrections, and it's good to go. So that is how it is. You find yourself, you know how to work with people, you know how to manage people, you know how to get people to delegate people to do work, and the team keep running. Like I said, as long as an organization is out for business and is out for making profit, Wavecrest students, be it Udo, any other person out there that is in Wavecrest is good to go. Even you, when you come to Wavecrest, or when you bring your sister, your daughter, your friend to Wavecrest and you introduce Wavecrest to them, just be rest assured that the person is being trained, is being groomed to fit in any situation at all. And secondly, let's even forget about organization or work as if employment is all has to do with life. No. What about your own personal life, your grooming, your presentation, the way you carry yourself, the way people around sees you? Are you seen as someone that is educated, or are you seen as someone that, bobue? I'm sorry to use that word. I mean, that's we're like all of every other person out there. If in your area and you are not seen as someone that, this girl, there's something about her. This boy, there's something about her. This person, there's something about her. Do you know that I had a shocking, should I call it revelation about myself from my street? Someone in my street told me this. I never even know that people observe so, and they're like, one of a friend of mine was coming to see me, who was also a Wavecrest student, was coming to see me, and then she missed the number that I gave her, my street number. She was trying to call me. I didn't pick my call because I wasn't on my phone as of that time. Of course, she was started asking for people to know whether they can direct her to my house. And when she asked, I said, who doesn't know that girl that is always going to work or going to, yes, she always dressed like a lawyer, like a barrister, or like these people that work in the bank, and she's always going to work. And they are two in their house. She's not too tall. Yes, I know her house. They directed her straight to my house because she asked them that I'm looking for this person like this. She's not too, her name is this, and they say they don't know her name, but they know that they know this person. Can they see her picture? She showed them my picture. They say, this girl that is always this girl that always dressed like a banker, dressed like a barrister. She's always going to work. She's the one. See her house there. They directed her. When she told me that, I was like, are you serious? So who knows me in this street? I don't even know anybody. But they saw that I dresses well and I dress like I'm always going to work. I'm not going to work, I'm going to school, my people. This thing I'm telling you, I'm going to school. So we dressed, the way you dress, the way you determines how people addresses you. And in Wavecrest, you are taught that, how to present yourself to people, how to make people see you as a positive person, as someone that has something to bring and bring to the table. So that is it about personal experience in Wavecrest. Wavecrest is a place that you don't feel like you are in a school. You feel more like you are you are at home or in a social background. You know why? Please, I don't know if there's any other person that have had experience about higher institution or university, or having gone to university or have experience. Who among you, I don't say you should answer me this question, but just take it and as example of what I want to say. Who among you can easily have access to your HOD, your registrar and your bossa? I mean, you want to see them and you quickly see them. Oh my, they just place a call. This person wants to see you. I say, okay, please walk in, come in. Or you go and knock and they open the door for you without asking you what do you want. What are you looking for? and they will pay attention and listen to you. Talk to them, whatever it is, even if it is even your personal life or something that is bothering you. Please, has anybody had such experience in a federal school? I can quote no, because I know it's not possible for your HOD to listen to you too. You want to come and complain about it and they didn't shut you out. It's almost impossible. But in Wavecrest, reverse is the case. You have opportunity to talk, to walk into your HOD's office and say, ma, this is the issue I'm having with school, with this and that and that and that. Please, can it be resolved? Or what can I do? And they will give, and whatever it is, you state it, it will be worked on. If it's something that you need to put on paper, they will say, okay, put down this on paper, make your point, and then submit it. And once it's done, it will be looked into. You have your personal course advisor. You can meet with the person at any time. You can schedule a meeting and you meet and you complain or you say whatever it is in your mind, whatever challenge you're having, and the person listens to you, put you through, and even sometimes offer you a help and all of that. So it's almost impossible, but with all these things are obtainable in Wavecrest. You have access to scholarships. Okay, guys, let me let me make this news known to you guys. I don't know you, but I know that you are going to be happy for me. I have been shortlisted to participate in one of the Swiss scholarship that has been offered to Wavecrest students. So by next September, I'll be going to Kenya to have. No, by September, not next year. Sorry, this next 2 months. I mean to say, yes, by September, I'll be going to Kenya, Nairobi, to obtain a Swiss scholarship, Swiss certificate, true scholarship that is all expense paid by the Swiss Swiss school in Kenya. So it's a big something for me, because on my own I won't afford to go to an international school in a country that is not Nigeria. Even if it's in this country, I won't be able to afford it. But Wavecrest has given me this opportunity. That is not only it. Since I started school, I have also had other scholarships that has helped me to pay a certain percentage of my school fees, and I've also been given opportunity to pay my school fees instrumental. And is that all of that is not obtainable in other schools? If you are not paid, you have not paid. But in Wavecrest, you can pay, and then you can say, okay, this is how I'm going to pay. They are going to give you listening ears. It's not done. It's not really obtainable in other schools, but here it is. So I am very proud to be a Wavecrest student. Wavecrest has opened my mind, my heart, my eyes to many opportunities, and has given me opportunities to get things that on a normal note, I wouldn't even get. So I'm appreciative of my school. I can be proud of them anywhere I am. In fact, if you want more, at the end of the day, I can give you my number. You contact me, I'll tell you a whole lot of story. So that
okay,
I'm sorry I don't drag this meeting.
Yeah, sorry to cut in. Udo, please, I would like you to answer a question. Somebody dropped the question for you on the group chat. And the question is, how are you able to combine, no, I'll read it to you. How are you able to combine schooling and working at the same time?
Okay. Oh, that's a fantastic idea. Okay. In Wavecrest, during the session with Ms. Uche, there is something she said that Wavecrest, there is schedules for everything. We have timetable, very flexible one at that. But of course, covering everything that you have to do as a student. Because you are working doesn't mean that you have to neglect the fact that you are still a student, and you have to plan your life. So combining work and school, though it has not been an easy stuff, let me not deceive you. Your determination is needed in this aspect, but then it is possible, because Wavecrest is the school that you go from Monday to Friday, and then you have your weekends to yourself. And most of the time you work weekends. I work weekends, but now I work weekdays and weekends, because as a final year student, my schedule has kind of lessened in a way, because I have limited courses that I'm having. Like I have limited courses combined to other years when I have more courses to do. So I have a day off from school. So on that day that I'm off from school, I go to work, and then I go to work. So it's flexible. It's something. In fact, even in my school, I have someone that is in my class rather. I have someone that is working full time. In her, one of my classmates work full time. So what does she do? She do night shifts. Then in the morning she resumes school. Of course, it's not that. I mean, that has never in any way affected any of our or even any of us, our grades or whatever, because it's flexible enough. Our courses, you attend your lectures, and then you have a free day, you go to work and all of that. And it's also something that if you're having any challenges, you can approach your lecturers or somebody, and then they will listen to you, as long as it's something that has to impact in your life and in your career. WavePress is 100% ready to give you the support, considering that you are ready to work extra hard. Do you get that? So I don't know if that answered the question.
Yes, I think that answers the question. You know, like I said before, WavePress affords the opportunity to school and also work. Thank you so very much, Udo. And congratulations once again on your trip to Kenya. We are all going to go with you. We'll be at the airport.
Thank you.
Your bags, your luggages.
Yes.
And we'll be there in Kenya. We'll be in your room and eat with you.
Yeah.
You've made us proud.
Thank you so very much.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right, so the last one, like I promised you guys, I'm going to show you where I work, and so that you will see a little bit of things that I do and the people I work with.
A quick tour.
So this is my office, and we do interior design here. So majorly, I am in charge of the administrative department, and I take care of our tax and accounts consulting and all of that. When we have audits, I'm in charge of preparing all the documents that we need to work with the local government officers. So this is my office. This is my desk, the front desk.
Oh.
Yes, and this is my colleague. So we work together. Good morning. Yes. So this is where I work. This is the front desk, my office precisely, and these are the items that we use for our project. So all of these things, you have to take inventory of them all, and you keep record of everything. We work with a lot of vendors and our artisans and our clients as well. You keep record as an admin officer. You keep record of your clients, or you profile them, so that you can know how to reach them, and also have all the information you need to know about your clients and also your vendors. You have their shop numbers, you have their numbers and all of that. You put all of those documents together. So that's partly what I do here.
Wow, wow. Thank you so very
much.
All
of this is made possible because I chose what?
You chose WavePress College. Thank you so much. Wow.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Wow, it's been a great session with all of you. It's 1 hour already. Wow, how time flies when there's so much to talk about. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. There are still more questions to ask, and
questions exactly.
Before I go right into the questions, I would like to introduce. I mentioned my registrar is here. I would like to introduce her, and also the marketing person of WavePress College of Hostility. I can see from the chat and the questions, people are asking questions of our weekend programs and all of that. So the number to call for further inquiries for our culinary courses, our short-time programs, our consulting courses will be on the chat for you to note, and the email address to send anything to. So one of the things we actually do at WavePress College is that we also consult for companies. We train staff of companies, especially of hospitality companies. We also run short courses where we invite both male and female to come in. As you all know, the college is a girls' school. Is really for the girl child, like I said before. But our short courses and other external courses are actually for both male and female. So it accommodates both sexes. So I'm going to introduce Mrs. Sode Veronica. She's the registrar of WavePress College. Mrs. Sode, please, can you say hi to? She's been talking.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi everybody. Nice talking to you today. Nice listening. Udo, thank you so much for the wonderful session you gave us. We are so excited for you.
Yes.
And thank you.
Yeah, really, Wavecrest is an exciting place to be in. You get to learn a lot, and sincerely, there are no regrets. So welcome, everybody. Our screening will be sometime next week for the first batch, and
Yes.
we are here to attend to you and answer all your questions the whole time.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Uchi.
Thank you. And I'd
Thank
also
you.
like to introduce Miss Baptista Wando. She's the marketing person of Wavecrest College of Hospitality. Most of you must have spoken with her on the phone, through chats, phone calls, maybe mails. So, Miss Baptista, over to you.
Hello, everyone.
Miss, you are muted, so please
Oh, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Nice to have
Good
you all
afternoon.
here. I know some people have dialed in from Abuja, Asaba, name it, Benin. You're all welcome, and I look forward to seeing the children, because I know some parents are also here. I can see one mom adjusting the thing with her daughter. So I look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Baptista. Thank you for joining in. And all of you that join in from wherever you are, Badagry, Ikeja, Surulere, Ogun, Kwara, Abuja. So I have some questions here that I would like to answer as quickly as possible. The whole idea is to be done in the next 20 to 30 minutes. So I'll quickly get right at it. So somebody has been answering some questions already, so I won't want to repeat this question. Somebody asked a question actually, if we have hostel accommodation available. The answer is yes, we do.
Yes.
Limited though, we have hostel accommodations available. It's actually first come, first serve. And somehow we give preferential treatments to new students who believe are actually new and still naive, and they need to be in a space where they can communicate with other people as quick as much as possible in terms of assignments, filling logbook and all of that. So yes, we have accommodations available for students. And yes, it's not so expensive, but it's quite expensive. But it's not so expensive, yes. But it's very affordable. Somebody also asked a question, do the school provide uniform for students, or students wear mufti to school? So an example of what students wear to school is what Udodiri has worn just now. An example of the uniform the school provides is also an example of what Habibat wore in the morning before the session started proper. So what Habibat wore is called a chef jacket, her production wear. So that is what you wear when you are going to the kitchen to cook. It's a chef jacket, a chef pants, apron, cap, and all of that. And a series of other uniforms that are being provided for in the school, like the housekeeping uniform, because here at Wavecrest College, we do housekeeping real time. So there's a workshop where students are expected to dress in a particular attire that enables them work freely. So there's a chef white, there's a housekeeping uniform, then there's a service uniform, a shirt and a skirt, then there is a blazer, like a jacket where you wear on the shirt to make it look smarter and sharper. So we provide this.
Uchi, I'm so sorry to cut you in.
Okay.
I know you want to finish answering that question, but just for the others who are raising their hands to know that you'll get to them, I said, let me just say, I see somebody driving and raising his hand. She'll get to you in a few minutes. And another hand from Andy Nedozie.
Okay, I'll get to you in a few minutes. So let me just quickly round this up, then I'll call you up to talk. And these are the uniforms we provide here at the college. But what students wear to school proper on a very good day to school for lectures are proper attires. We call them corporate wears. Yes, I'll call them corporate wears, because you know the trend of the industry is a uniform industry. That means you have to be in the space where you understand that it's a uniform space you are in, and you have to start dressing as the way you should be. So students wear shirts and skirts, shirts and pants to school, corporately dressed. So most times when you see students walking to school, you might think that they are going to work. No, they are going to school actually. They're going to study. So they're looking proper in their shirts, their skirts, their pants. So we have colors, we call them pastel colors of shirts that they're supposed to wear. And the color of skirts are colors of skirt that are not so, of skirt or pants that are not so on the bright side, like navy blue skirts, gray, brown, black, something that tones it down so that when, for example, a student is serving a guest or a guest is asking a student a question, he is not focused on the way she's dressed, but he's focused on her response to the question. So these are the things, these are the attires they wear to school for classes. They'll know more about that when they come to school and when they come for the orientation, because before classes starts proper, there's a period of orientation for students where they are being told what goes in the school. So they're not like kept hanging, or they don't know what they're supposed to wear. So these attires are what is being told them to wear, what they're supposed to know, what they're supposed to wear to school. I think that answers the question of uniform. So yes, the school provides a particular uniform for them to wear during practicals and during workshops. They pay for it in school anyways, but what they're supposed to wear to school for classes are actually muftis, but there's a set of tone of colors and there's a set of tone for kind of what to wear to school. So I'm going to allow Mr. Galaxy A02, he's driving, to talk. So you can unmute yourself, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Kennedy. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. Calling in from Port Harcourt.
Oh, okay.
Hello. My question goes this way. I would like to know more about the accommodation expenses. You understand? For one, coming from Port Harcourt, and then the second question is on your interview or the new intake. Can it be done virtually, since we are distance quite far, considering the security situation in the country? Can we have online interview?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you from Port Harcourt. So yes. Let me jump right to the interview. So last year, because we had the COVID situation, and we also know that we have a responsibility to students and to parents also because of the COVID, the virus spread of the COVID, we were able to run an interview for students virtually online. Now, what we did was to coordinate interviews with students and also coordinate screening processes with students. Yes, so yes, for those that stay far from Lagos, that don't stay in Lagos, we are going to look for a way to run interviews with them. But then again, the screening process for Wavecrest College is both written and an interview process. I'm sorry, can we mute ourselves so that we don't have to repeat this question again? Thank you. Sister Ezuzu, please mute.
Uche, sorry, you have to unmute yourself.
Thank you. So yes, so the interview for new intakes, for those that are not in Lagos, will be done online. We are going to find, we are thinking of a way to go about it, to be done online, and the screening also will be done online. So we'll be informing all those that yes, we'll be informing all those that are not in Lagos what the process is for the interview and for the screening of for the new intakes. And for the accommodation, so you want an amount of money, you want to have an idea of how much you are to pay so as to make your budget right. So for the external, we have hostel accommodation, the one in the school and the one outside the school. So the one outside the school is about 20-15 minutes walk from there to the school, and the one within the school is just over the fence, okay? The one outside the school, as at this session, was 150,000. 150, 170, depending on the size of the room you are actually going to stay. So that was the amount that was being paid by the students. So what is being provided you is a space where you bring a mattress and stay in. There's light, there's water, there's a gas where you get to cook. You don't have to. So the only thing you need to come along with is cooking utensils and your foodstuff. Then the one within the school is over 300,000. They provide you with a space. You don't have to bring anything. Just come the way you are. Just the way I'm looking. Just come the way you are. You are being fed morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're provided a space where you stay, that you're provided a mattress, everything. You have your own room. Yes, you have your own room. So you have your own room to yourself, unlike the one outside the school. So I can see the shock on your face, sir, when I mentioned 300,000. But yeah, and I can see Adam's win is smiling, because I mean, what is 300,000 for God's sake? But then the truth is, students are being provided their own room. They're being fed, like I said, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just come the way you are. All you need is just to come and focus on your studies. Now, these accommodation are actually what parents can afford. So you have the option of choosing the one outside the school or the one within the school. Yes, and the one within the school actually is also very limited. So they has something to add to what I just said.
I just wanted to mention that practically, I think sometime last year, I was doing a calculation with one of the students as regards the hostel on campus. And then we sat down together and calculated the transportation, the amount that she will spend on transport every day, 5 days a week, coming to school. And really, at the end of the session, it was about 2 times or 2.5 times the amount that she would have to pay for living on campus. So just to have that in mind, I mean, 300,000 seems like a lot all at once, but in the long run, if you're able to afford to stay on campus, in the long run, it's way cheaper. It's stress-free, you can concentrate with the whole thing of safety and insecurity. You know your student, your daughter or your ward is in school, you know, the whole time. And in fact, that amount is a work-study program. If they were to pay the full school fees, the full accommodation fees, it will be much higher than that, but they have to work in the evenings, which is also a training experience for them. So in the hostel on campus, when they come back from school in the evenings, they have some time to rest. But for about 2 or 3 hours in the evening, they have to bake, they have to do some housekeeping, which sincerely gives them an upper edge because they are learning the things firsthand. So I just wanted to put that in.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sodi. Thank you for the contribution. So yeah, there we have it. And like I said, these amounts are also subject to change, and it's first come, first serve. So let me go back to the next question. The other person that is raising up her hand, you can unmute yourself. I'm trying to look for your name. Okay, I think somehow we've answered her question because I can't see her hands up again. Okay, so somebody else has a question to ask. For someone working 8 to 5 job and we like to have a career change without having to resign one's job, what level would you advise to start from? So this is a whole lot of discussion, because for someone working 8 to 5 job, I will need to know what you're doing, what job you're actually doing right now, and why you will want to change. And if you're asking for the level you would advise to start from, I wouldn't mind to know what level you're talking about, because we have short courses you can actually do and up your game from there. So on the chat, maybe Miss Baptista, you could put the number to call for further inquiries, so people can always call, or the mail to them, the email address to send mails to for further inquiries also. So Oluwa Dunsin, so somebody will call you up. If you can put your number, she'll give you a call to follow up with this conversation. How about that? Okay. So someone also asked how much instrumentally.
Sorry, ITEL A33 was raising her hand up, but now she has
yes,
ITEL A33. She actually unmuted herself, but I don't know where she has gone to now.
She's still here. ITEL A33. If you still have, if the question was not the same. Okay.
Okay. Please, I just want to ask for the accommodation, the amount you got, is it for the whole period you will be in that school, or it's just for a period of time? That's my question.
Okay, so the accommodation is per session for 1 year per session. A session is a year in the school. So if you are in year 1, it's for a session, year 2 is for a session. So that means for year 1, you pay 150, for example. Year 2, you pay 150 again. Do you understand? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yes. So someone is asking how much instrumentally. So there's a payment plan you need to write to the college. You'll be advised how to go about it. So installment payments, for now, there is no structure on how much you have to pay for the first installment, but we expect that the first installment should be something that accommodates about 60% of the total school fees you're supposed to pay. So let me say, for example, you're paying 172,000 naira, so you should be able to pay 60% of the 172,000 naira you're supposed to pay. But then again, this can also be discussed. This can be discussed with the admissions person and the bursary. Someone asked, so for the lady that wants to find out the level she can start from, Oluwadosi, you can put your number on the chat, or you can private chat Miss BB. That is the one that has Wavecrest College, the host, Mrs. Sode. You can send her a private chat because Miss BB's device is not renamed. So if she can rename her device, it will be good. So you can private chat Mrs. Sode, that's the host, and send her your number. We'll follow up with this conversation.
What's in her number?
Okay. So someone said, I noticed that the classes time is from 10 to 3 p.m. Is there evening classes? Is it possible to pay instrumentally? Yes, Funke, it's possible to pay instrumentally, but classes don't start from 10 a.m. Classes start as early as 7:45 because workshop starts by 8 a.m. Students are supposed to be in school as early as 7:45 to change into their workshop outfit and start workshop at 8 prompt. So no, classes starts by 7:45, and most classes ends as late as 6 p.m., 5 p.m., depending on the class they have, and also depending on the schedule of activities for that day. So I don't know if anybody has more questions. So I think we have been able to satisfy all the questions. Thank you all so much for joining in. And we have the pre-uni course coming up very soon. Someone asked about the pre-YA courses. You'll be getting more information on that. Thank you, Mrs. Sode. She already has all the information down. There's a number to call on if you have further questions to ask. Okay, thank you, Oluwadosi. You have supplied us with your number. Yes. Okay, thank you everybody for that joined into this session. We hope to see you all. Our first entrance exam is next week, Wednesday, the 29th. If next week Tuesday, that is the first entrance exam, and on the 29th of June, you are all expected to be part of this. So for those that have written JAM, even if you've written JAM and your JAM is not out yet, you can still come for the screening exercise. Admission will only be pending until we see your JAM results. So if you're coming for the gap year program, for the ND program, you can still come for the screening exercise. The form is 2,000 naira. We hope to start as early as 8:30. So hopefully by 12, we should be done with the exercise. So just read up what you know about math, English, and general questions. Come prepared. For those of you that will buy the form on that day, come with your birth certificate, your passport photograph, and come prepared. Yes. So thank you so much. I don't know if anybody has any questions to ask. Thank you for joining in. This has been very, very enlightening and very, very active. Thank you to all the students that joined in with their testimonies. We hope that you keep staying true to your dreams, which is very important, and stay true to yourself, which is also very, very important. And stay safe out there. Stay safe. Security is very important. And be good. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please,
bye.
So the online, whatever. I don't know the link.
The online link.
The online link.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Can you type your number
on the chat?
Yes.
Get back
on the
to
chat
you.
and then get back your number.
Okay. Okay.
on the chat, and then we'll
Okay.
get back. That's Eboluwa, right?
Yeah.
All right. No,
That's
that's
Eboluwa,
all
right?
right. No, that's Iyere.
Iyere,
That's
Noni.
Noni.
Noni, we've seen your phone number. Noted.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. Bless
Thank
you
you.
too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you for coming.